Afternoon, Blattery. We're gonna start out here with the main house. We'll drop into the 4-inch clean out. So I ran the fire hose down this thing for about, not even full bore, just with the valve cracked open for probably 2 minutes or so. I'm hoping that's enough water to get everything filled in, if it has anywhere to fill in anyway. Looks like we might have a low spot here, although the nephew right now is running some water down the pool house line, but that right there is looking, yeah, we'll have to wait till he shuts the water off. That hose puts so much volume down the line that it on its own could create a water line that's 1 or 2 inches tall. Are you all done running water? Right up. Hey, it sounds like water is off now, and we'll see how that all drains out. All right, there's the tank connection. We're gonna let the line drain off. All right, looks like we are drained off at this point. We've had the water off now for, at least 5-7 minutes, so this is drained out. You do have some light standing water there right towards the end of the line. There's some other parts of the line, though, I was more concerned about. That's fairly minor there. I got some more here. And the question is that all the settling it's going to do, or is it going to get worse than that? That's the hard part. Once you bury it, All right, so where we're locating right now, we're right as the line dives into the dirt just before the tank. So it's not every square inch from this point forward has standing water, but a decent amount of it does. It's also a little bit concerning that where we're coming out of the belly is immediately as the pipe is exposed. From this point forward, this is where the pipe is buried in the dirt. So anyway, I'm gonna do kind of some rough markings that way. I put an X down on the ground. You've got some gradation issues from about that point forward there. That's what's got me a little bit worried about this, is if every spot where you're starting to bury it with dirt is going to start settling. Might see a little bit different picture on this thing after the fact. Well, this is one of those lines that, you know, if you get that corrected, great. But you're probably going to want to rescope this thing after it's buried. A little bit of junk protruding out from that joint. I have a really nasty light glare on my screen right now. What that could easily be, though, is duck butter, just grease substance used to slam the pipe ends together. Not a super uncommon thing to see on new installs. But the lighting I've got right now, it's hard to tell. It's kind of a white coloration there, so that doesn't really appear to be dirt necessarily. And spots like this are tricky, where I can mark this out, but granted, some of that standing water is going to be related to the fact there's rocks in the line. But this one's kind of a maybe spot here. And this is right where that 3034 cleanout is before you get, you know, it's the last 3034 cleanout. So from that standpoint, I don't necessarily want to mark this spot out because this one's a tricky one to tell if there's a grade problem. You've got dirt and rocks in the pipe right here. But that's where we're currently at. I'm eyeballing it right now. I can see that's where that very last 3034 cleanout comes into the top of the pipe there. And that's a harder spot to tell because that amount of rock right there can easily cause the water to stand the way it is. All right, he's gonna turn the fire hose back on here and see if that stuff will flush.